Tour Final opener in the main draw. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice in your ear. Doc Strange making his move. He got his cookies took. Zhu will try to feed it quickly to Miezis, who's had his share of battles with the Serbians. Miezis, a 2020 World Tour Final winner and former league MVP. The Maze will give it down to Zhu. Zhu goes to work on the beast. So the opening score goes to Beijing. Brankovic to the maestro. Majstorovic down low. Naranjic does not get that one to go down. But Naranjic has been a great add. But even Ub would tell you, and this is no shade to Naranjic, they have missed the presence of Nemanja Barac, who is here in attendance. They have missed his presence at the latter half of the season. Again, going 4 months since their last Masters W. Miezis, oh, that's nifty. A nifty dish from the Maze. Sets up the score on the inside. It's 2-0. Doc Strange will miss from 2 range. Foul on the inside. So Team U, they competed in 15 of 17 events on the tour this season. They won 79% of their games while averaging 19.8 points per, second in the league. Doc Strange, he's gonna chuck the deuces. He's a 34% 2-point shooter this year. That one goes back. The Maze with the cookie in hand. He's setting up shop against longtime rival Dejan Majstorovic. Up top, 2 is fired. It is missed badly. Back to Green. Miezis puts it up. Bo will recover, and he will get the score. Majstorovic, the lefty lay. Try again. He will. Wait a minute. They didn't clear it. They weren't clear. So a 3-zip start for Beijing.
Coming out hot, maybe unexpectedly so. They haven't won against the U this year. But you know, when the stakes are highest, usually Robin comes out on fire.
Yeah, he's been setting the table so far. And Oob's still looking for the first bucket. A minute and a half in. And you've heard this amongst the cooler circles in 3x3 talk about how Oob has not been the same team in the last several months after winning 6 straight to start the year. But I know Team Oob, and I know Miezis is a straight gunner. It's 5-0, but I know the pride that this team plays with. And there's Maestro window shopping. He goes off the glass to get on the board. But they look at this World Tour Final like they look at a World Cup, like they look at a Europe Cup. Meantime, Miezis with a nice dish. But Uber approaching this World Tour Final like it's a World Cup. For them, this is the biggest tournament of the year. And this is one they want to check off because I think that they feel like this season won't be a success. Even with the 6 Masters titles, Boz, I don't think they would feel like this season is a success if they don't win the World Tour Final.
And I get that, right? You start a season off hot like that, you may have the expectation that you're going to win everything. And they trend downwards down the ladder stretch of the season, especially after Barac's injury. So I get that. And they will be out here fighting to try to get that #1 spot. And again, and you kind of alluded to it already, these guys get up for games like this, for tournaments like this. Not to say that they don't get up for a Masters tournament, but sure. World Cups and Europe Cups is usually what brings out the most focus out of this team.
Yes, they tend to turn it up a notch. The question was, and I know that they've done this in the past because I watch all the great Serbian teams, and they've got a button that they can press that other teams just don't. They don't have the luxury of doing it. Meantime, it's Dr. Strange pressing the turbo button. But this year, because of the volume of the tournaments that they played, they haven't been able to just press that button. And I think it even surprised them because they're used to being able to turn it up when they want to. But you play as many tournaments as they have, And all of a sudden that becomes easier said than done.
Let me tell you, as a player, you need to go home, relax, rest, and recover at some point. Try to recharge for the rest of the season. And these fellas were on the road for 40 days at one point. 40. Take that into the back of your mind. They might have a wife at home. They might have kids at home. They were on the road for 40 days.
Yeah, and nobody's played more games than Dr. Strange. I believe 60 games played for Strange this season. So you want to talk about, he's Dr. Strange, but he's also an Iron Man. And Oob have ironed out their issues. They were down early, but now they've trimmed the lead down to 1 as we go into our first break of this World Tour final in Jeddah. Big shout out to our MCs who deserve 5 mics. There we go, put them in the source. Noah Lazarus, Vince Sung, Royer, and the one and only world-class DJ Laz on the 1s and 2s. The Mountain, Boz Rosenthal. The Voice, Kyle Montgomery, here with you. He brought his sewing kit, threads the needle to the maestro. Maestrodovich, get over here. The snatch back 2-piece to the chin. That's what the maze will do to you.
Foul to go with that.
Yeah,
this will be a 3-point play opportunity.
Yeah, Maestrodovich didn't have much of a chance. Miezis, with that rock in his hand, he's as dangerous as they come. Your ankles ain't safe.
I'm about to say, when you play him, you better put on some ankle braces, because them things might be loose after the game.
And triple tie your sneakers and pray. 8-6. Dr. Strange misses the lefty leg. Strange again, just awarded back-to-back MVPs in a banner season.
Well deserved for Strange too. I mean, I'm sure you've talked about it at length, but without him, this team, I don't know where they would be.
Well, I can tell you what, they wouldn't be where they're at. I can promise you that. Meantime, it's the Beast. Markovic foul while shooting 2. And the Beast, who started off the year blazing hot. Markovic was shooting the 2-ball at almost a 50% clip to start the year. He has since seen those numbers drop drastically. He'll step up to the line here, where he hasn't had many problems at all. 73% from the free throw line. And Branquilla, he'll make it count. But he's seen his 2-point percentage drop to 30%.
And that's after starting out close to 50. That means, you know, to average that out, you got to start shooting. You got to shoot about 15%.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's certainly lost that touch, but Miezis. Oh! He broke his ankle! He broke that. No basket? Wait a minute! Oh, man, give us. Is there a doctor in the house for Dr. Strange? I heard his ankles yelling, Boz.
Man, that was tricky like Run DMC.
Hey, man, Miezis is playing with a different intention right now.
Once he starts getting in that left and right crossover mode, you better watch out.
Look, people forget he's a former league MVP. There is your current league MVP knocking down the 2-piece. 10-9 game. Spin move. Going nowhere but up and in. Tough bucket after the spin move. So Song Wei Zhu is getting to it. And so is Dr. Strange. 5 fouls on Beijing, 4 on Oob, and a 10-10 tie. And it's funny, Boz, I think we're both guilty of this, and who knows how this game is gonna play out. But nobody's been talking about Beijing.
Nope.
Nobody's been talking about Beijing, including myself. I admit it.
It's not weird to think about it that way, though. They're missing Carlos lmanis, the Batman. And you know what? That is a huge loss to any squad. So they automatically start going, well, they don't have him. So, you know, who can step up? But never count.
That's 7.6 points per game.
Yep. But never count against an Olympic gold medalist. That's very apparent here as Miezis puts Beijing up 1.
Man, Miezis is a stone cold killer, man. He's a killer. He's one of the players I got some of the most respect for in 3x3. Him and lmanis set the tone. Oh, look at that lay. Lay some, Dr. Strange. This is what makes Strahinja so special. He stretched his arms out a few more inches and finishes through the contact. Strahinja, who has averaged 6.8 points per game this year, 3.5 rebounds, 75% from the free throw line, up steps the MVP. Off the miss. Here comes Beijing. Miezis with a step back. Miezis will miss. But it is Zhu on the inside. Yambo.
That is what Zhu can do for you. You get some big hands on the boards. He can finish inside. Now he can shoot a little bit on the outside as well. Don't get me wrong, but he's a big player in the paint. Take a look.
So he'll miss it there. And saved by Strange. Strange, no hesitation, long range, all air. Miezis with some extra pep in his step. He's got the Maestro in front of him, and he throws it between the beast's knees. Maestro with the tough D on the inside. He'll give it up over to Strange. Back to the Maestro. Majsorovic, no string music that time. Yambo Zhu will clear it. Song Wei, string music. He likes that too. 14-12.
Answer for Strange. Zhu gets another board. Another shot at it. This one's a miss.
They are playing with a hell of a lot of confidence. Beijing are playing with a hell of a lot of confidence as they lead 14-12 at the start. So, I was going to say, Carlos lmanis is one of the greatest players that have ever played. He could lead 3x3 today and he'd be a Hall of Famer. You can say the same for Miezis.
Yep.
But when lmanis isn't playing and Miezis has to take over the show, I think we get to see Miezis' talent fully. We get to see it in HD, in 5K.
You're right about that.
This is as special of a player as we've had in the game. Creative with the ball, can share it, can score, does not shy away from the big moment. So,
the best thing is, we've seen him grow over the years too, as a shot creator, but as well as a shot maker, especially from the outside. Teams used to let him shoot. He just stepped back and said, "You go ahead, dance, but we'll let you take it too."
You're talking about seeing him grow. We've seen him when he used to have braces.
Oh yeah.
And he looked like a teenager. Now he's a veteran. Majsorovic trying to go to work on him. Naranjic sneaking past the defense. There's a foul call, which is number 7 on Beijing.
Oh yeah. Can't bear hug a man on the court.
No, you're typically going to get a whistle. But Beijing made 4 semis this year and earned enough points to finish 10th on the World Tour standings. And here they are with only one half of their superhero duo. And they're all even with under 3 to play.
14, 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Song Wei took him on a merry-go-round. And Anzic, no. Score on the inside.
So way out there, stronger than old sock smell. Yeah, there you go.
I wouldn't know nothing about that, boss. All my socks are squeaky clean.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say.
That one lofted inside. Oh, Zoo sticking with it. Yambo. Strange will misfire. Yambo will clear it. Miezis working from the right. Miezis playing pity pat with the rock. What a dish to the cutting Yambo Zoo. Here comes Zoo for two. He will miss it. Beijing lead it 18-15. Dr. Strange, hand up, so what? Majstorovic coaching his guys from the bench. Miezis drops it off, it is up and in. Song Wei makes it 19-17. Doc Strange all day. Missed it long. Minute 22. Beijing want a timeout, boss.
I'm standing up. And this could be like this whole tournament. This is a tournament with the most parity I think we've ever seen in the World Tour Finals. As is apparent here, Beijing, they haven't beaten Ulm at all this year. 0-3, right? Now all of a sudden they're in this. And they got Ulm on the ropes.
Oh, they more than in this. They in there like swimwear. They got a chance deep in this game to maybe pull out an upset to start the day. Zhang. Oh, that's great defense from Majstorovic. Naranjic, that's easy money. What a timely play from the legend, Majstorovic. Some way to the crib. Rebound goes to the Beast. Branquilla for two. That'll put Ulm up one. Beijing with a chance to respond. They can steal it. They can steal it if they hit a two. They're running out of time. Fade away. Comes up short.
Big defensive possessions by Naranjic. Ice out. Miezis completely. You couldn't get the ball. Miezis is upset that he didn't get the ball in that possession, but they couldn't get it to him. Huge stop.
Yep, Miezis is having some words with his teammates. You can see that possession. He was looking at him like, are y'all not going to give me the ball? Are you not looking at the clock? But look at Miezis going to work. It is a thing of beauty. Dr. Strange, all Ulm need is one. Strange with the floating, too strong. Rebound goes to Green for the moment. Loose ball, who's gonna go to? I believe it'll be Beijing ball with an out-of-bounds challenge. Look at the hustle. Number one, look at the save from Majstorovic. Dejan Majstorovic is 35 years old. In his 10th season in the league, we saw him make that incredible steal when Ulm was against the ropes a little bit. Big steal, he should have scored with Naranjic. Then that hustle play there on the baseline. These are the plays that win games. This is why he's a legend, and he's still getting it done, Boz, in year number 10.
Yeah, and you're not even adding the fact that he's won 5 of these World Tour Finals.
That too.
I mean, this could be number 6 for him. Take a look at the Maestro just hustling out there. Getting his bits on the Wilson.
Love it.
Incredible. Giving up the body, jumping out of bounds, tapping it in. Big play by the Maestro. And again, this is one of the reasons why he's been at this stage, successful at this stage so much.
Challenge is lost. So it will be Beijing ball. And they're going to give it to the Mains. I mean, Miezis, excuse me. Oh, that one's stolen away by guess who? The Maestro. They want to use some clock. I'm not sure why Strahinja didn't try to score it there. In any case, Doc Strange will let it go from 2. Off the iron. 5 seconds to shoot. This will be Beijing's last chance. Look at it to Miezis. Great look. Bad result for Beijing, that is. Ooh, come from behind. And they will win it by 1, 2019 over a pesky Beijing team. But it's defending champs that hold true. And they had to dig deep. I think it's Uber have to prepare themselves for these type of games for the rest of this tournament.